When I first started this series, I said we were going to go through Black Ops 2 and maybe get to Ghosts if I felt like it by the time we got to the end. And when I said that, I did so not knowing how long this series was going to take to make. But anyway, and the reason I set Ghosts as the ending point was because I didn't own a copy of Advanced Warfare for the 360. I do now, so this is not the last game we will be playing. The last game will be Advanced Warfare. So this is the penultimate game in the series. We have played a lot of Call of Duty. This is the first one that, not the first one I played when it was the newest game, but the first one that I remember releasing and like actually being excited about the release for it. I had the PS4 edition of this game, and I logged way too many hours into the multiplayer. And I also beat the campaign, back in 2014. Yeah, I was 10 years old when this. I was 9 years old when it came out. I was, by the time I got it, I was, 2 weeks before my 10th birthday. So, yeah, I'm 19 now. So, this was, almost half my life ago. Oh, good lord. But, yeah, poured a lot of hours into multiplayer. I was never good at it, but I played it anyway. Because the only games I had were Call of Duty, Madden, and Battlefield, and I rarely ever played Battlefield. Played a crap ton of multiplayer, played some Extinction. Never played Squads. I think I might have played it like once or twice, but, never really put any time into that. And of course, I've beaten the campaign twice, once on PS4 and once on the 360. So, as you can see here, go to mission files. I have beaten the game. I believe there's 17 missions. I don't have all the Rourke files. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess technically, I got 8 of them, technically. So, yeah, here, well, I guess we're going to start with Ghost Stories.
It was a different time, a different enemy. 60 men from Tier 1 teams were sent to face down a force of 500 enemy fighters. Their objective? To force the enemy back from a civilian hospital and keep its occupants alive. For 3 days, they held their ground. But the enemy's numbers were too great. The 60 were cut down to 15. They wouldn't last another night, and the enemy knew it. Under the cover of darkness, they evacuated the hospital, sending only one of their own to lead the way. The rest returned to the line and took up positions beneath the bodies of their fallen brothers. As they lay in wait, the blood from the dead poured over them. The sand stuck to their skin like a shroud, changing them, anointing them. When the enemy drew near, the remaining 14 rose out of the desert sand. They were like hunters that couldn't be seen, using stealth their enemies couldn't defend against. When the men ran dry of ammunition, they used their blades. And when the blades ran dull, they used their hands. When the dust and sand had settled, only one of the enemy had survived. He was picked up in the desert, wandering aimlessly, traumatized. He expressed warnings to others of a force so menacing and unbeatable, it could only be described as supernatural. He called them ghosts.
And this really
Hold on one second. The subtitles aren't turned on. I would prefer to have them on.
happened.
There we go.
So the legend goes. Come on, Dad. You don't honestly believe that story's true?
Yeah, I do. Come on, let's head back to the house. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Shake a leg.
Boy, this seems awfully calm for a Call of Duty game, don't you think?
Oh, little tremor there.
Those things used to freak the hell out of your mother.
Whoa!
Yeah, we'll get a couple more of them before everything settles down.
That's what happens when you live in California.
Wind's starting to pick up too.
A lot of earthquakes.
Let's just get to the house. Make sure nothing got damaged.
Whoa!
Odin! It's Odin! To the house, boys! Now!
Oh. What is Odin? It's been a long time since I played this game. I forgot.
You boys get to the house and stay there. I'm going for the truck. But Dad, just do it, son. Come on, Logan. What the hell is going on? Climb over. Something got here.
Heck, it might not even be safe in there.
Inside. What the hell is Dad talking about? What's Odin? Come on. This place isn't gonna take much more of that. We're not gonna die here. Come on. It's jammed. Okay. 3, 2, 1, push.
15 minutes earlier.
Odin Control, the
Oh, hey, look, we're in space.
successful test fire ping.
Roger, Mosley. Tracking weapon, dry fire signal.
There's Mosley.
Hey Baker, here's our ride. Let's head in.
We've got what appears to be some kind of shuttle.
Ready to receive.
Odin Control, we're heading back to debrief the new crew.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there was a
Airlock C. Shuttle is in final docking sequence.
there was a space mission.
10 meters. Begin rotate. 5 meters payload. 2 meters. 0 your rotation delta payload.
This was the first kind of Call of Duty in space mission. I mean, I guess there was technically the one space cutscene in Modern Warfare 2,
Pressurizing airlock.
but this is like the first one where you actually get to go in the shuttle.
3 months.
Payload wheel hard dock. And you're parked. Nice ready.
Or the space station, or whatever this is. Whee! It's a nice little change of pace here.
Hey, Baker, give me a hand with the unload.
Unload what? Whoa!
Odin made. Repeat contact.
Come on, Baker, this way.
On the shuttle! We have an enemy foothold on Odin Control!
We need to move it.
Gatling, Odin Control, we are taking fire.
I forget what exactly the enemies are in this game. I know that the main villain is Rourke, but I forget like what he's trying to do.
Federation, they've broken the truce.
Federation.
Control. Odin's kinetic rods are readying for launch. This is not a simulation.
We can't let them take control of Odin.
Odin Control, Federation forces are now crew launchable.
Baker, look out! There's more of them!
Okay.
Odin payload 1 uploading. Targeting Los Angeles. Locked. San Diego. Locked. Phoenix. Locked.
So basically the entire southwestern United States.
Locked. Targeting Miami.
Okay, southern United States.
Odin targeting solution to verify. Rod feed engaging. Estimated casualties
Shit! Odin's firing!
over 27 million.
They're uploading more targets to payloads 2, 3, and 4. Houston, what do we do?
Odin control. We have no choice. We're scuttling the station. I'm sorry, Mosley.
Copy, Houston. Baker, we need to move.
Initiating in 10 seconds. All crew, get to a secure area.
Storage
Scuttling the station? What does that mean?
3, 2,
Oh, they're gonna blow it up. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Odin control.
Holy crap!
Odin control. Are you copying?
Houston, it's mostly Baker and I are still here. Holy shit.
Well, we're still alive.
Odin targeting on payloads 3 and 4 have been aborted. But payload 2 is still sequencing. Targeting locked. San Francisco, Denver, Kansas City, Chicago, Washington, D.C.
Going for more of the middle part of the country.
And bring it down. I don't
There's
need
the
to
other.
be
There's
alone.
Odin Payload 2. I forget what Odin stands for, although I do remember that
To destabilize it.
the map packs for the multiplayer
But remote RCS
were
systems are
I forget what they were called, but one started with an O, one started with a D, and one was I, and one was N. And if you took the first letter of them and put them together, they spelled Odin, which I always thought was a pretty neat touch. Pretty nice reference, if you will.
How do I get this open? Cover's off, Houston.
Ignite those RCS fuel lines.
You heard him, Baker. Fire! I got you, Baker. Just keep shooting.
Yes, ma'am. Boom!
15 degrees.
Well,
23 degrees.
Mosley's dead.
That's it. That's enough to drop it into the atmosphere. Specialist Mosley. Kira. We have LOS with the crew of Odin Control.
Operator, Houston,
Loss of signal.
Kira's dead. And I think I'm about to be too, because we're all headed back into the atmosphere, which means we're gonna burn up. Sure, when you signed up to go to space, burning to death was not exactly something you were expecting. Although I suppose that every astronaut understands that is a risk. You know, so should something catastrophic like this happen.
Dad said he was going for the truck. We have to find him. Get across, quick! Keep running. We can get through this.
Yeah, I remember watching Apollo 13, the movie with Tom Hanks. Because it was one of the few films I had for my Laserdisc player that I got for Christmas. And that was one of the big issues of that movie. You know, how do we get the spacecraft back to Earth without it burning up in the atmosphere? And of course, the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster in 2003, that was what happened. When it went back into the atmosphere, there was a defect with the heat shield, and the whole thing just burned up. Whoa! Well, I believe this is the first game in which you get to see a church get absolutely obliterated by a flying tractor trailer. Dad's okay. That's good.
Come on, Logan.
Get me now! We gotta get out of here! You gonna be alright, son?
Well, I would hope so. He's the main character of the game.
Hold on, boys!
I suppose that's what remains of Can't even tell. Is that San Diego or is that Los Angeles? I don't know. And fade into the title card. And I'm pretty sure that's the end of that mission.